Established in 2008, Floorball Planet is the largest supplier of floorball gear in the U.S. Be it floorball sticks, balls, bags, goals, goalie gear, or accessories, we have it all. Want to set up a floorball club or conduct training sessions for players and coaches? Need equipment for schools, community centers, campus intramurals, or nonprofits such as churches and Special Olympics? We have your back. Having spent years in understanding and promoting the sport, we know what you want and exactly what you need. Call us or order online.
Hello, Florida fans, and welcome to this afternoon session at the Texas Three Step. Brought to you by NTFA today. I want to give you guys an update on where we are at the halfway point. Let's look at the current standings. So the standings right now, through this, you can see we're at right now we've got the game between the it's gonna be the afternoon game between the Cougars and the Pirates. So we're down here at the bottom of the table. Cougars are at 7th and Pirates are at last. We're going to start. Cougars are going to be in blue going right to left. Pirates are in red. Cougars record right now is 1-1-2 with 4 points. Pirates are 0-3-1 with 1 point. For those of you who didn't join us this morning, the three-step is 2 7-minute running time halves. It's really quick 3v3 floorball. The goalies are not assigned to a specific team. We have 10 teams and 8 goalies. So the goalies are in a competition against each other. And at halftime in this game, they'll switch. And that's how the goalies can play separate from the players. It's a really aggressive front match. There's a lot of stick play that the referees try to control. There is only one referee in 3v3. It's a much faster discipline, but it's a lot easier for a club to get started on 3v3. So IFF has been doing more and more work as getting ready for 3v3 as its own standalone discipline alongside of 5v5. So we're here at the Southwestern Adventist University in Keene, Texas. This is NTFA's 3rd year of running the Texas three-step. It is the only current 3v3 regularly held tournament in the country. Others have been had, but three-step is the one that happens every January, 2nd or 3rd weekend of January. So, running clock, 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. No score. On the board with me is Jeff Sprick. Thank you very much, Jeff. Appreciate all his work getting the camera angles right. I want to thank North American Floorball League for graciously selling the video equipment to USA Floorball. Hopefully you guys are finding that we'll use it well. One of the things about 3v3 that's different is 3v3 allows the goalies to score. So normally in 5v5 floorball, what I would call traditional floorball or regular floorball, the goalies cannot score. In 3v3, they are absolutely encouraged to score. They can throw it into their own net. If you're new to floorball, floorball is very much a combination of hockey and soccer with a lot of elements of both. We freely substitute like in hockey. Obviously stick and ball with nets. But with like soccer, you cannot just hack away. You have to go for the ball first. You have to touch the ball first. You can't just stick check or anything else. And the action, especially in 3v3, never slows down or stops. 4:14 to go in the first period. Derek Moser from the Cougars tries to get it across to Heather Gray. He's in the corner. Derek is the coach of the men's U19 team. I hope to get some time to talk to him later. And also plays for the men's national team. Here in the hardwood of Keene. Keene, Texas is where Southwest Adventist is located. Heather Gray alongside the boards. Fighting, gets it back to her son, Nico. Nico runs it in. Feeds it over to Derek Moser on the point, and he flips it up over the goalie and in. And the Cougars strike first, halfway into the first half. 1-0 Cougars. So looking at the schedule the rest of the way, we've got Oh, let me look here. 3 more rounds of regular season games. This plus regular pool play games. This one plus 2 more. And then we'll begin the bracket. All 10 teams will be in the bracket, as there's some confusion about where to set the ball. Dylan Leith from Austin Floorball Club gets it in. Xavier Friedman back. Ryan King behind the net. Feeds it ahead. Off Ryan Leith. Dan Toretta from North Texas. Fighting with Dylan along the boards. Carries it into the corner. Tries a wraparound. Doesn't get there. Ryan King back. Sprick shuts the door, runs the goalie. Eli Sprick plays for U19. Trying to make the U19 team for their qualifying this summer in Chicago against Canada for the World Floorball Championships. Toretta tries to dance through. Can't make it. Down to the corner. Ryan King into the corner. 2:19 to go in the first half. King still has it. Shot blocked by Toretta. And out of play. One other cool part about 3v3 is notice all the balls on top of the net. There's no retrieving the ball. The goalies simply, if their team gets the ball, they put a new ball back in play from the end line. Ryan Folick for the Pirates. Moser carried it through. Craig gets the block. Folick carries along the wing. Looks over to Friedman. David Friedman, Xavier's dad. Bounces in on Sprick, who easily handles it. 1:40 to go. Moser with the shot. Blocked in front by Folick. Moser goes down. That is the problem with hardwood as a floor. It can be really difficult to keep your footing if the floor gets slick at all. You got to watch injuries, especially for us older guys. King flips it over to Nico Gray, who puts it back. Can't quite handle the bouncing ball, which also happens a lot in hardwood. That's why you don't play that way for pros or world championships. We try to play on a synthetic surface called Durafloor primarily. Dan Toretta with the ball. Back in the corner, approaching the 1 minute point. If you're on the center camera, the clocks are straight across. So you can see right down the line right now, right behind Dan, it's 55 seconds to go in the first half. Blocked by Folick. Leith in the corner. Back across for Toretta. Toretta holds it. Bounces it off King. Toretta back in front of the net. Takes it into the corner. Toretta walking through players. Loses it to King as he comes through. King up the wall. Down to the corner, and the Pirates will drop back to retrieve with 23 seconds to go in the first half. Bullock down the corner to himself. In the corner, 15 seconds to go. Tries a spin around, loses control in front. King will clear it all the way down. 10 seconds to go. Toretta holds the ball. Tries the shot. Gets it down. Shane Boer in the corner. Toretta's going to try to shoot and can't get it across the line. That'll end the first half. 1-0 in favor of the Cougars. We'll be back in just a minute with the second half action. All right, welcome back for the second half. We're going to keep watching the match, but joining me here as a special guest, Tuomas Kuokkanen, is the men's assistant coach for the men's national team. So you guys had a camp this weekend. Tell me how that went. Yeah, IFF has really tried to make 3v3 a whole new discipline that runs alongside of what more traditional floorball, right? It's easier to step in. It's a whole different game. You're going to see different skill levels of different things pop up in this. What about what's your floorball background? We're sitting here having a great conversation. The Mustangs get back into Mustangs. I got to double check who I've got out there. Um, ah, oh, there it is. No, I think I might have closed my thing. Anyway, so can't remember who I've got out there right now. My apologies. It's 3-1 right now in favor of blue as the Cougars are starting to pull away. So you guys have a qualifier coming up in March for World Floorball Championships. So that's only, 10 weeks away. I know that when I was at the association's meeting for IFF this last month in Czechia, there's always a lot of focus on can we get North America growing, because between the U.S. and Canada, there's a lot of hockey players that could very well benefit for some good off-ice training that floorball certainly brings. So how many guys do you have in the men's team development program right now? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, with the whole staff coming in now new, I know there's a whole new legacy we're building and moving forward. So I really appreciate everything you guys are doing to grow the game. Thanks very much, Thomas. Thanks for joining us for a while. Thanks. Well, that was Thomas Cornan from men's national team assistant coach. Appreciate him stopping in to say hi with us. And now we're going to go back. The game is tied now at 3 apiece, 2:42 to go in the game. So what we're looking at right now is red. Oh, big save there. .220 to go, 3-3. Throwing it long. That's always tough when something like that happens. Brian King looking for an appeal from referee Tara Nunez. 1:45 to go. We're going to have a face-off right here in front of the camera. Ryan King facing off against Ryan Folick. The Ryan battle, won by Folick. Thrown down to the corner. Folick in the corner. Working along the wall. Bounced off of blue. Defense will stay with red. Sprinkle throw it out. Pass it over to Toretta. 1:19 to go. Tie game. And puts it in over the corner. And it's 4-3. Scoring from the corner. Minute to go. Cougars find themselves down. Pirates looking for their first win of the week. The day, I mean. Pollock holding it behind the net. Ryan King pushing him, comes around, gives it to Tretta. Tretta carrying it behind. 43 seconds to go in the match. Took it. Ooh, nice little quick save by Sprick. Tretta up. Sprick with the save. And still the save. Oh, big save over there, too. Still not sure who that goalie's name is. Defended by Foley. Knocked out. 18 seconds to go. Blue bringing it back up, looking for the tie. Leith jumps on it. Dylan Leith jumps on it, tries to get it. Foley behind the net. 10 seconds to go. Foley brings it up. He's kind of holding it. It's going to bounce over here. 2 seconds. Moser's got to send it. And that'll do it. And the Pirates get their first win of the day. 4-3 over the Cougars. We appreciate Thomas joining us for that. Appreciate you guys. The next game up will be the Mustangs in blue versus the Mean Green and Red. That's coming next at 1 p.m. We'll be back in a minute. All right. Welcome back to game 2 of the afternoon session. We have the Mean Green in red going left to right versus the Mustangs. Mean Green currently sit at 4 points, 2-2 and 0. The Mustangs are at 5 points, 1-1 and 3. Right now it is 1-0 in favor of the Mustangs. They just scored with 5:22 to go in the first. Henry Cascamala has it, takes it around to the behind the net. I believe that is Henry Nordland coming up. Some of these guys I just don't know after not being involved enough. Tapia tries it for the Mustangs. Radical back to Connor. Connor tries to bounce it, bounces it off Johnson. Goalie feeds it in, and Connor and Radical play a catch. Radical takes it up around the wing. Looks, bounces off into the corner. Passes it back out. Johnson gets it. Connor into the corner. Ball bouncing on the hardwood. Connor controls and retreats. Tries to get it through. Looks up the boards anyway. Tapia behind the net. Nordland. Blue reconnects. Johnson blocks it, sends it into the corner with a wild shot. Sends another shot wide, high left. Go out of play. The ball belongs to the Mustangs. Henry Cascamala up the side, blocked and bounced out. Halfway through the first half here, 3:22 to go in the 7-minute game. Gina Wilkins brings it up, tries the shot to the left, a little bit wide. Sent out of play. Connor will bring it in for the Mustangs, leading 1-0. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Wilkins intercepts. Centers it. Knocked away by Connor. Floyd Collops along. Sends it up. Collops has it right now for the Mustangs. Over to the side. Jumped in by Romanowski. Romanowski shoots. Blocked. Over to Connor. Connor shoots high. The ball belongs to the Mean Green. So I understand there's some technical difficulties with Thomas's interview. Short version is Thomas was describing his background in Finnish floorball and also talking about the upcoming men's world championship qualifier that's happening in Georgetown in 2 months. Men's team had a camp last night. About 40 or 50 people participated. They were able to have 4 teams scrimmaging and working really hard. Thomas is in charge of the technical performance of the club, making sure that everybody is playing the same game and working the same way. Miguel Amara's blocked. Bounces back. Romanowski goes to get it. Over to Gavin Stone. Stone brings it around. Knocked away by Radical. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Mars behind the net. Romanowski takes it on the wing, walks it back behind the net, and he'll reset. Long attempt by Romanowski. Blocked. And Romanowski blocks Radical's shot from the corner. Inbounded again. Miller up the side. 1:30 to go in the first half. Miller into the corner by himself. Brought back. Picked up. Shot missed wide by Romanowski. Blue inbound. Caleb Letterman takes the shot and scores. Top left shot. .45 seconds to go in the first half. Mean Green back. Henry Nordland. Ahead to Keskamala. Henry Keskamel up the wing, defended by Connor. Into the corner. Shot ahead, blocked. 30 seconds to go. Collips plays ahead to Letterman. Letterman loses control, bounces out. Mean Green's going to try to get on the board. Down 2 with 20 seconds to go. Letterman tries to dance it in. 3 red, 1 blue, doesn't work. Connor stops it right in front of the net. Feeds Letterman, 10 seconds to go. Letterman carries it back to the corner, behind the net. Takes a long shot down. Goalie comes up with it, kicked back by Connor, and that's the end of the first half. With the score, Mustangs 2, Mean Green 0. We'll take a quick break. We're going to keep working on this mic situation because we got a couple other people we'd like you guys to hear from today. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, and we're back in the second half. We did find out what was wrong with the mic. We're going to try to redo that interview with Coach Koharnan. Right now, there's 6 minutes to go in the second half, and the Mean Green have actually just scored to make it 2-1. So joining me now is Derek Moser. Derek is our U19 head coach for the men's side, and he's also a player for Coach Thomas's men's team. Has played in a couple of WFCs. Derek, welcome to the broadcast. How's it going for you guys so far today?
Thanks for having me, Brian. We started out hot. We've kind of stalled out for the last couple of games, but I think we're going to come in hot for our last game before we hit the playoffs and be a little bit of a dark horse coming in.
What do you think of this format of 3v3 versus the standard 5v5 floorball?
I love 3-on-3. I love the interactions. I love how quick it plays. As it gets more and more competitive, it can get very physical too. But as long as everybody understands the rules of engagement, floorball, and how to play physical, it's even more exciting. The one thing I wish I had 3 more inches of reach.
It's always something else. 3 more inches of height or 30 more pounds. So talk to me about it. You guys had a camp this weekend, right? For both men's and U19 all together?
Correct. So the men's team had 2 training sessions yesterday, a team meeting, and some team bonding. And the U19 also had a 2-hour training session yesterday as well. We worked a lot with the U19, we worked a lot on skills development, and then a little bit on principles of, ball support. How can we operate to help each other, especially offensively, and find those lanes? We also did a little bit of time on 3-on-3, knowing some of those players are playing today.
How many of those players came out today? This is like 70, 75 people here today.
Yes, it's a great turnout. I think we have 7 or 8 from yesterday's camp coming out. We have a couple goalies here and several field players scattered throughout the teams as well.
Well, certainly as a former goalie myself, nothing's going to get a goalie more ready for international play in the U.S. than having to face this level of shot this fast.
Yes, absolutely. And actually, that's some of the U19 goalies have already expressed that to me. They said they love this format. It's really fast. It's quick. It's a challenge for them, but they love how many interactions they have and how quick the ball comes to the net. Keeps them on their toes.
Well, and it's also an example of how fast this is. So we've been talking, and there's a great save by Kumesh. It's 3:45 to go in the second half. It's still 2-1 Mustangs to Mean Green. Letterman and Wilkins fighting in the corner. Letterman comes away with it, flips it ahead. So, I mean, Derek, you guys are getting ready for a qualifier this summer in Chicago as part of U.S. Nationals. Tell me what you're looking for as you get ready to closer and closer to picking your team.
I'm looking for players who are intelligent, quick, strong, smart, and also great characters. That's a big one is being a good character so we can build a great culture around this team as it approaches. So far, I would say we have a lot of great characters in the program that have participated with us, and it's going to get really competitive for those last few spots. It was a great shot from Case right there.
Yeah, we just had a goal there, make it 3-1 Mustangs. 3 minutes to go in the game. Of course, the nice part about floorball is 2 goals is not much of a lead.
Especially in 3-on-3.
Especially in 3v3. This just happens so quick.
All right, 2 goals could be 10 seconds.
Correct. So, I mean, in general, then, what's your biggest thing you've seen so far from the U19s? You've been head coach now for 6 months, 12 months?
I think it's been a little over a year at this point. The biggest thing that I've seen that I've been really happy with is, one, we've grown our database of players significantly.
What are you up to now?
I think we're over 75 now.
Wow.
I think when we started, we were like 40 something. So almost doubled. We've had a lot more participation. We've had more events, which has drawn more and more youth growth as well. Because like yesterday, for example, we had that training session. Some of those players are too young to play today, but we had some really promising futures out there with a generally young crowd that I'm really excited to see how they grow in the next 2 to 3 years.
Well, that's one of the things, too. I think a lot of people don't think a 13 or 14-year-old can really come out and practice with the U19s, but as a matter of fact, it really does help make them a better player faster.
Yes, it does. They see the older, faster play. It challenges them a little bit. And I know, like, for example, the Swiss have this theory sometimes when training players and developing youth players where 50% of the time you need to play at a level that you're competitive at. 25% you need to play one step above and experience what it's like to play a different role and play a little bit in over your head. And then another 25% of the time you want to play a half step below where you can actually take a leadership role, learn how to lead and influence the game a little bit more. And I think getting some of those younger players in allows them to get that little half step above where they're more comfortable with.
Well, Wilkins just slips one in. I don't know how he got that over Knesh's shoulder. It's 3-2 now with a minute to go, just over a minute to go. We're going to wrap it up here, but give me a little shout out for your new club, Sonoma County out west.
Absolutely. So we have a new club full of great people and based around Santa Rosa, California. We're Sonoma County Floorball Club, and none of them traveled here this weekend, but we're growing. We participated in Golden Gate Cup, and I think every time they see that high-level competition, they grow a little bit more. It's kind of like the youth guys as well. They get a little bit in over their head. They see where they need to improve, and then they're hungry to improve.
Nothing says get better like losing once or twice, right?
Yeah, especially against a quality opponent that plays well as a team. It kind of teaches, like, hey, you can't just run around everybody.
Correct. Well, there's 30 seconds to go. I know you got a game, man. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate everything. And good luck the rest of the day, and we'll see you in the playoffs.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Derek. That's Derek Moser, U19 head coach for the men's program. And you'll probably see him later on the floor again like you just did. 10 seconds to go in this game, 3-2 Mustangs. It's so hard to do something with people around, but at the same time, watch. 5 seconds to go. Mean Green needs to do something and gets one more shot off, and not quite there. Mustangs will get the win. They'll come to 7 points. Mean Green will fall to 2-3-0, and they're down to 4 points. So we'll take a break here. We've got the next game, and we'll keep moving on. I'm going to try to track down Thomas, and we'll redo that interview now that we have a working mic. Thanks much, folks. All right, guys, we're back with the next game here today. This is going to be the Cougars on the left, who you've seen before. We just had Derek Moser on. And they are 1-2-2 with 4 points versus the Longhorns, who are 1-4-0 with 2 points. The last Cougars game, they lost to the Pirates 4-3. The Longhorns last game, they lost to the Red Raiders 6-1. 2 games left in the bracket. This one and one more. Nick Van Patten, our referee for this game, as the Longhorns get on the board quick. Longhorns in blue, Cougars in red. Drop back, Eli Sprick in goal. Couple quick saves for the Longhorns. Oh, and Vesa Nakaran knocks it in. Vesa works here at SWOW. Has really been instrumental in getting floorball started at SWOW. 2-0 in favor of the Longhorns, 1 minute into the match. King passes ahead. Roger Gray. This is over to the side to Dylan Leaf. Cross. Got across, and it rolls in over the outstretched ankle of Sprick. That's tough, man. I was a former goalie. That's hard to do. That's hard to always block when that ball is spinning like that. 2-1 now in favor of the Longhorns. 5:20 to go. Eric Felstrom, captain of NTFA's tournament team. Current reigning national champion and the host of this tournament. Wasserman back behind the net. Bounced off Moser. Felstrom had to, down goes another slippery spot on the hardwood. Heather Gray over to her son Nico at the wing. With Nico back behind. The retreat. Heather bounces ahead off the boards to Derek Moser. Moser tries the backhand. Missed wide off the part. Nico Gray back over. Blocked. Felstrom will take it behind the net. Ahead to Wasserman. Wasserman looking for help. Nobody home. Goalie picks it up as he comes around. Feeds it back to Nico in the corner. 4:25 to go in the first half. 2-1 in favor of the Longhorns in blue. Nico Gray puts ahead. Bounces off Wasserman. Back. Moser back in the corner. Retreats behind the net. Gives you an idea of what they're looking for. Looking at Wasserman, looking at the net from there. King along the boards. Over to Moser. Moser back to Felstrom. Wasserman up there. Moser bounces it. Bounce, 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 and into the net. That one is a little bit wild. Let's go back and look at that's the sort of stuff that sometimes happens in floorball. So here's the replay again, as you see going through the whole thing. And then you get the same unfortunate little bounce when you see it go. There's the collision, bounce, and into the net. Really tough when that stuff happens. Three to two. Cougars have the lead. Nico rings it off the post. Matt Nunez brings it off the Longhorns. Matt also played for the Jaguars, and Vesa ties it up. 2:45. First half. All square, Cougars and Longhorns. 2:38 to go in the first half. Longhorns take it back to 4. Back and forth game here. Longhorns win the draw. Wasserman back behind the net. Guarded by Ryan King. Ryan takes it away. Tries to spin around. Sprick with the block. Good save by Sprick. Leeds brings it up. Wasserman takes it along the boards, and we got a foul. It'll be back to Cougars ball. 1:42 to go. King sets it up. Shot attempt. Gray to the corner. Bounces around. Leith blocks the ball. Out in front. Ryan King back playing defense. Block. One minute to go in the game. In the first half, I'm sorry. There's a shot wide. Longs to red as the clock continues to count. Moser tries to get one. Tries to center it. Off blue. Brad will quickly put it back in play. Reminder, the goalies are the ones putting the balls back in play. Moves the ball very quickly and very effectively, but it also allows for some surprises when you're not paying attention. Good block in front by Vesa. Oh, no, by Felstrom. Felstrom up the corner on his own. And a shot to the right side. Eric Felstrom showing why he is the captain of the current national champions. 5-3, clock continues to run. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Longhorns lead. Nunez with the ball. Walks it past Nico Gray. 6 seconds to go. Good save. Heather at the ball. Felstrom tries to get back. Oh, and a nifty little. Let's look at that again as the clock expires. We're going to have to look at that one again. That was just fancy. You can see it going back and forth here. And just that nifty little behind the back flick, just like that. Let's look at that one more time. As Eric jumps on it, and then just between the legs and behind him, buries it. What a great shot. That's why floorball is so much fun, folks. That stuff just happens. 6-3 is what we have at halftime. Goalies right now practicing back and forth. There's the buzzer calling us out. All right, Vesta back as we're starting the second half with the Longhorns up by 3. And we had a little timing snafu, so we got a minute of free floor ball. No score, didn't matter. We're moving right along. And now we get a score right out of the gate. Longhorns go up 7-3. Eric draws against Eric. Nico puts it up down to the corner. Bounced out. It'll still belong to Red. Into the corner. Moser ahead. Tries a shot from Heather along the wall. Gary Nuckerinen? No. All right. Nico Gray fighting. Josh Roberts on him. Nico shoots wide. Roberts come off. Nunez goes in. Feeds ahead for Eric Feldstrom. Feldstrom centers. Brian King has it. Nico Gray in the corner. Feldstrom with him. Bodies all over the place as 3v3 continues to get exciting. Little metallurgic save. And right back into play. 5:24 to go in the second half. Nunez ahead to Feldstrom. Feldstrom across. Braden Clegg with the ball. Braden brings it down. 2 men on. Back to Eric. King jumps in the middle of that. Dylan Leith to the corner. Leith brings it out. Carries it all the way down. Blocked by Vessa as it bounces out. Still belongs to Red. Red throws it ahead. Shot wide. 4:44 to go. Clegg tries to put it in. Good defense by boxing out and out of play. Oh, we had a foul. We had a foul called on blue, I think, on Braden. Brian King up to the corner, up to Roger. Dylan Leith around. Goalie grabs it, feeds it back to Clegg. To the right of the net. Sprick picks it out of the net, tries to feed it left, and now a little miscommunication there. Couple of big blocks and a couple of big saves by Sprick. Moser has it along the wall, feeds it back, gives it back to King so they can reset, and shot into our press area on a deflection. It'll still belong to Cougars. And Moser finally solves the problem, gets it up and over, and it's 7-4. Approaching the halfway point of the second half. 7-4 in favor of the Longhorns. Nico walks it up. Ball was bouncing a little bit. Heather went underneath it. Josh Roberts in the corner. Josh walks along the wall. Bounces back in front. Takari, all by herself. Deflected away. Again, when we have family members, I have to try to use first names. So, and Vessa buries one from half. 8-4. 3 minutes to go in this game. Brian King gets bumped and will keep the ball. Red ball. It's getting physical. Nick Van Patten's all over it, trying to pull it back into control. And Ryan shoots it long. Vessa comes down to the corner. Tries a backhand. Misses wide right. Vessa and Dylan Leith into the corner. Bounces it out. Goalie back to Clegg. Clegg to Nunez in the middle. Sprick. And it falls over his wrist, over his ankle. And another one for the Longhorns, 9-4, as that 5-goal lead looks pretty good with 2 minutes to go in the match. Moser wins the draw, gives it back to King. King ahead to Moser. Wasserman in the corner, bounces it out to Feldstrom. Feldstrom looks ahead for Clegg. Clegg? No, not for Clegg, for Kari. Aui Nakarinen. (10-4), minute and a half to go. Everyone's getting in the act, and that was her first point of the game. Her first goal of the day for Kari. Brian King fighting both Kari and Feldstrom down to the corner. Moser, shot, blocked to the right. Good touch save. Oh, great save by Sprick on the snapshot by Feldstrom. Wasserman in the corner, battling. Coming out. Moser takes it away, gets it back to Sprick. Sprick with the ball. Minute to go in the game. Looking for help. Another great save by the goalie playing right now for the Longhorns. Feldstrom with the ball. Wasserman bounces it off Derek. Lucas. 43 seconds to go. Wholesale change for Longhorns. Vesa up the wall to Clegg. We got a foul, and it'll be blue ball at half court. All free hits are taken at half court. Josh misses right. Moser looking for help. 20 seconds to go. Wants one more. King to the corner. Dillon in front. 13 seconds. Moser still looking at the ball. He's all deep. Sends it to Dillon. Dillon dumps it into the corner. Nifty backhand for Ryan, but pass broken up. Vesa and ball game. That's going to do it. 10-4 in favor of the Longhorns. They'll move to 2-4. Cougars will fall to 1-3-2. Our next match is going to be the last pool game of the day between the Horned Frogs and the Red Raiders. In 5 minutes, we'll be back at 1:40 with the next game.
Established in 2008, Floorball Planet is the largest supplier of floorball gear in the U.S. Be it floorball sticks, balls, bags, goals, goalie gear, or accessories, we have it all. Want to set up a floorball club or conduct training sessions for players and coaches? Need equipment for schools, community centers, campus intramurals, or nonprofits such as churches and Special Olympics? We have your back. Having spent years in understanding and promoting the sport, we know what you want and exactly what you need. Call us or order online.
Welcome back. I can see. All right, guys, we're back. We had a little clock issue again. Had to yell across. Probably not something I should yell into the mic at all. This is the last game of the pool play. This features the Horned Frogs and the Red Raiders. In blue is the Horned Frogs, moving from right to left on your radio station. And on the left, we have the Red Raiders. Red Raiders are currently 4-1-0, 8 points. They are in second place at 4-1-0. The Knights sit at 5-1-0 and are at 10 points. Meanwhile, the Horned Frogs are 2-1-2 at 6 points. And they sit in a two-way tie for fourth right now. Was able to find Thomas, and he will be coming back to join us at some point today. Don't know when yet. Red Raiders are going to get on the board first. Garrett Ackerman puts the ball in. 5 minutes to go, the first half, 1-0. Ryan Connor faces off against Ben Trevino. Trevino wins the ball into the corner. Ackerman. Ackerman against Hudgens. Travis Hudgens with the ball. Comes through the wing. Connor knocks it away, tipped away. Going to be a red ball. Referee for this match is Isaac Angersteeg. Cole Connor takes a shot. Ackerman in the corner. Loses it to Hudgens. Kalo down the corner. Tony drops it back. Blocked. Kurtz with the ball. Stopped and saved. Bagley. Bagley loses it to Davidson. Davidson, Hudgens in the middle. Nick Van Patten. Two of the better teams playing here today, guys. Van Patten behind the boards. Van Patten plays both for NTFA on their national championship team, as well as he has played for the Fort Worth Jaguars. That's his blue jersey he's wearing. You'll see that on a couple of people today. And then Nick also is an assistant coach for men's national team and current president of host club NTFA. The Van Patten's a very involved family in North Texas floorball. Nick drops it back for Jack Bagley. And we'll reset. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Justin Hudgens back in the corner. Justin and Travis, his brother, playing on opposite teams. Snapshot by Tony Kalo. Blocked by Van Patten in the net. Nick Van Patten shoots, and he's over. Bagley in the corner. Kurtz tries to get it. Bounces off and goes to Red. Kaleo up. And it's a dead ball. There's going to be a face-off in the middle. One of the few non-goal scoring face-offs. 2:30 to go. 1-0 in favor of the Red Raiders. Trevino faced it off against Cole Connor. Cole and Ben face off. Drops it back for Travis. A lot of families involved in floorball here today. Ackerman to the corner. Travis. Travis to Gavin. Travis back up along the boards to Trevino. Trevino tries to shoot, goes wide behind. Ackerman. That would be Gavin. Connor playing defense. Ryan Connor playing defense right in front. Cole. Centers for Gavin. No, sorry, Garrett. Red ball. Ryan Connor shoot, deflected out by Lampatten. Cole up front. Tries a shot, hits the side of the net. Ethan gets it out. Justin Hudgens comes up. going to belong to blue. Van Patten inbounds to Kurtz. Kurtz takes a shot, misses wide right. Minute 10 to go in the first half. Justin Hudgens alongside. Bounces it up. .56 seconds to go. Justin Hudgens in the side. Throws it all the way down to the corner, and it bounces out. Belongs to blue. Quick turnaround. Kurtz gone. Brings it over to Donald. Davidson. Davidson up. Van Patten keeps it, and we're going to have a push. Oh, we're going to have a hook. Angerstein didn't like that. It's going to be a hook. It's going to belong to Red Raiders at half. 27 seconds to go in the first half. Red Raiders lead 1-0. Shots long. Van Patten gets it right back into his father. Nick tries to take a shot. Blocked. Tony Callio bounced. Davidson with the ball. Van Patten looking for one. Van Patten and Callio tries the wraparound. Nobody home. Tries again. Keskamala. No, it's Bagley. And there's the whistle. They both go off pretty close to the same time. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Red Raiders 1, Horned Frogs 0. We'll be back in just a minute with the next half. All right, guys, and we're back for the second half of this last pool game. Right out of the gate. The goalies have switched. I'll have an update for you on goalie stats. I've asked Daryl Gross, who's compiling goalie stats for NTFA, to share them with me before the playoffs begin. Great seal on the side, on the corner. That was almost an illegal distance. 2-0 in favor of the Red Raiders. That was really close to illegal distance. So illegal distance, for those who don't play floorball, is you have to give the goalie 3 meters coming out. It's really hard to do in 3v3. There's not really 3 minutes on this floor to give, 3 meters on the floor to give. Horned Frogs win the draw. Van Patten back behind the net. Being patient, looking up for Trevino. Trevino ahead. Pass Connor. Connor staying with it. Oh. Trevino grabs Connor's stick and is flagged for it. Whistled for it, flagged for it. Too much football going on. Van Patten down to the corner. Looks ahead for Ackerman. Ackerman and Trevino along the wall. Garrett Ackerman takes it around the corner. Taken by Van Patten. Van Patten's looking for a shot. Now Van Patten's playing against his son. Trevino with the ball. And Garrett flips it out. Shot from Cole, and it goes in. 3-0 for the Red Raiders. Cole Connor getting it from the point. Still plenty of time for the Frogs to get back in this one. Kurtz bounces it to the back. Takes it up the wall. Davidson gets it away. Stays with Red. Red throws it out. Van Patten trying to get a quick goal from the end. 4:50 to go in the game. Bagley takes it ahead. Works by both Davidson and Kallio. Kurtz whiffs, gets it to Travis Hudgens. Travis puts it ahead. Kurtz, great save by Van Patten, and another great save at the other end. Couple of great saves back to back. Bagley working his way up. Kallio, and works past and buries it in the back corner. 4-0. 4:20 to go. We've seen better comebacks possible in the past, so we're good to go here. Kallio and Kurtz face off. Shot by Bagley, bounces over and in. That's a goal past Landon Van Patten. That doesn't happen very often. Or Ethan Van Patten, my bad. Room full of Van Pattens today. Kurtz works past. 4-1. Horned Frogs trying to come on back. Bagley to Nick Van Patten. Nick. Shots high and wide. Ball belongs to the Raiders. Davidson walking the ball up. Loses it. Nick Van Patten. And it's going to be blue ball here at the line. Nick Van Patten takes the ball. Gives it into Bagley. Bagley shoots. Miss long. Davidson looking. Davidson tries to feed it up to Justin Hudson. A little bit past the net. Back to Van Patten. Nick Van Patten loses it. Henry. Oh! Bagley comes in from behind and cleans up. 4-2. 3:13 to go in the second half. Counting down the time, still pool play is over. First game back after that will be the play-in games for 10 and 7. Bottom 4 will play in, and then we'll have a standard quarterfinal bracket. .244 to go. Red Raiders by 2. Travis Hudgens with the ball. Knocked away by Cole Connor. Goalie's going to throw it in. Ben Trevino. Right in front. Big save by Van Patten. Shot. Another good save. Helmet save there. Ackerman in the corner. No, Travis Hudgens along the wall. Van Patten again being the wall. Ackerman shot. Everything good. Knocked ahead. Ryan Connor to the corner. Up to Garrett. Garrett drops for Cole. To the corner, being pursued by Kurtz. Kurtz walking it behind. Now the other way for Kallio. Loses the ball in front, can't control it. Goes on by to the wall, guarded by Van Patten. Drops it back for Justin Hudgens. Dimitri Kurtz. Behind the ball, behind the net, coming up ahead. It's to Bagley. Bagley loses it. Minute 27 to go. Blue inbounds, 2 goals to go. Kurtz. Tipped out, belongs to Blue, 117. More chances, Bagley ahead. Bagley ahead for Van Patten, centers it again. Drops it to Davidson. Davidson just looking to kill some clock along the wall. Blue on 2-man, pressure. Kurtz. Kurtz with a snapshot. We're going to save that one for after the match, and we'll go back and look at that one. That was a nice snapshot. We're going to stay here, though, with 54 seconds to go. Clock counting, 1-goal game, 4-3. Van Patten tipped away. Another ball. Out comes the ball. 45 seconds. Shot from Bagley. Ethan loses it in front, but he can't find it. It just rolls away to the left and bounces off Nick. 35 seconds to go. Jack Bagley tries to get it. Gives it to Justin Hudgens. Knocked away. Goalie grabs it from Davidson. Gives it back 26 seconds. Ahead to Van Patten. Back to Bagley. Bagley whiffs. Kallio misses to the right. Davidson. Davidson and Kallio. Kallio trying to wrap. Pursued by Bagley. Into the corner. 14 seconds to go. No hurry for Kallio. They've got the lead by 1. Knocks the net camera to the side. Davidson still trying to kill it. 4 seconds to go. Ball's in the middle. And that's going to do it. And the Red Raiders hang on against the Horned Frogs 4-3. We'll be back in just a minute with the brackets. I hope to have a goalie score update. And we're going to get started with the play-in games, which will be number 10 versus number 7 here just in a few minutes. How about now? Oh, now something happened. I got it now. Okay. Something somehow, we're sorry about that. The sound got a little messed up. Now it looks like we've got sound. It's a scratch crew with new equipment. It's awesome. All right, it's 3-3 at halftime. Thanks to Adam Troy. Listening from Sweden, keeping me honest, keeping the team technically on track. Thanks, man. Now it says on and off. On and off. I show audio going on and on. Thank you, sir. 3-3. Second half coming up. Mean Green wins the draw. Keskamala back to get it. Wilkins passes over to Henry. Shots wide. Alex now in net down there. The goalies were even in the first match. Hoping to get goalie stats relatively soon, so I can share with everybody what it is. Shot up, Friedman to the corner. We are now in playoffs, so there will be overtime if we need it. Pollock loses the ball to Gavin. Bounces away. Alex inbounds the ball. Pollock inbound, passes into Friedman. Friedman sends it back. Pollock takes it, carries it behind the net. Oh, and a rifle shot from Sebastian Romanowski. He just hammered that one. We're going to have to show you guys that one. So you'll be able to watch this here as it comes out, and just a hammer from Sebastian Romanowski, and it pops into the back corner of the net. And they get another one. 5-3 with 5 minutes to go. Pirates win the ball. Pollock trying a few things, still bouncing off. Alex has it, feeds to Pollock. Mean Green has it. Pirates 2-on-1. Oh, quick pass across. One of the things about floorball, as soon as you set the ball, you can go. Just like that, it's 6-3. 3 quick goals by the Mean Green put a gap in this game with 4:15 to go in the game. Mean Green ultimately win the faceoff. Over to Norland. Norland, everything blocked. Behind goes Alan Queer. Allen sends it around. Beretta. Shot. Saved by Sprick. Knocks it away. Lou gets it. Takes it down. Toretta's down. Toretta's no longer playing defense. He's up front. Try to work it against Wilkins. All the way back. We're right in front. Alex throws it off to Toretta. Toretta along the wall, guarded by Norland and Wilkins. Queer with the ball. Sends it in front. Xavier tries to redirect it on. Can't do it. 3:15 to go. Wilkins, a little spin move. Keeps it. Queer. Backhand goes wide. Toretta. Centered. And Xavier buries it for the goal. 6-4. 2-goal game now with 3 minutes to go. Pirates aren't done yet. Stay tuned after the match. We're going to redo our conversation with Coach Tuomas Korhonen now that we've got mics that work. Toretta bringing it up. 2:40 to go in the game. Taking time. He's looking for Folick. He wants Folick to go. Folick goes the other way. Toretta. Off red. It's going to stay blue ball. Gives it right back to Toretta. Toretta takes a long shot and scores. Here we go. 6-5. 2:20 to go in the game. Playoff floorball, man. There's nothing like it. Johnson against Toretta. Folick shoots. Sprick blocks that one. Back to Folick. Johnson on Folick. Around to Toretta. Romanowski working Toretta. Johnson working Toretta. Sends it over to Folick. Tescamillo. Oh, crossbar. Off and over. Red ball. And red takes a penalty for too many men. We're going to get a penalty shot for blue with the opportunity to tie it. And he scores, and the game is tied. There's just one quick shot right there. There you go. There's the replay. Looking at the replay real quick. And here's the replay, and Ryan Folick shot right to the bottom right of Sprick. $50 seconds to go. 6-6. Wilkins with the ball. Stone throws it long. Toretta, 41 seconds, 40 seconds. Misses high. Sprick's back in. Goalies are dead tied in this game. Knocked away, still red. Balls are going to go flying here now. Wilkins behind the goal. 29 seconds to go. Folick goes after the ball. Wilkins keeps the ball. Could have our first overtime game of the day, or can one of the teams put it in the net? Wilkins around the backside of the net. Up and over. Still red ball. 10 seconds. Blocked. Wilkins throws it out. 6 seconds. Stone tries to shoot. And that's going to be it. And I think we're going to overtime. Let's see how this goes. I'm not even sure what the rules are, folks. We're going to see, but I don't think it's shots. Let's see what he says. Two 1-minute halves. Okay. So because the goalie competition is here, we're going to have two 1-minute halves. So two 1-minute extra periods. That way the goalies get fair treatment, and after that it's a 2-man shootout. So we could be going to penalty shots here. 1 minute, change the goalie ends, and 1 more minute after that. Again, there's nothing like speed for 3v3. Stone versus Toretta. For the draw, first half overtime. Folick takes a shot, bounces off. Chambour. Back to the middle. Folick buries it. Sprick didn't have much chance on that one. Recovering back. Get I guess the clock is stopping for goals in overtime, which is probably appropriate. 7-6 for the Pirates. Sebastian Romanowski passes it over. Henry, ooh, big save, 40 seconds to go in the first half of extra time. Folick behind the net. Pirates leading by 1. Tries to pop it up. Tescamillo. Gavin Stone puts it away. We're tied. 28 seconds to go in first half of overtime. This is like watching tennis. Deuce. 28 seconds, 7-7. Yeah, we did. You got 2 1 minutes. I got it from that 2-man shootout. Okay. I did actually. Tara was loud enough. Make sure you do the shootout on one end, okay? It doesn't really matter. Oh, and a long shot from Folick. 23 seconds, and it's 8-7 Pirates. 3 goals in the first 37 seconds of overtime. Yes, floorball is crazy, and 3v3 even more so. Greta and Stone. Stone takes it up. Oh, just wide on the ground. Wilkins, 16 seconds to go in the first part of extra time. Wilkins keeps it after high pressure from Toretta. Wilkins looking to get it through. Popped up. Oh, looks like it still popped again. Stone. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Ooh, Folick tried to do it again. Goalies are switching. 8-7. 1 more minute. Pirates lead 8-7. Winner goes on. Loser goes home. We're going to go ahead and bring Thomas in. Let's make sure this time that we actually have it. Looks like we actually have a mic this time from the notes, Thomas. Glad to have you back, man.
Thank you.
we're gonna watch this crazy finish. Then in between games, we'll talk a little bit more about the men's. But I mean, what's this like in Finland? You guys play a lot of 3v3 in Finland?
It has started, but floorball 5 against 5 is so strong in Finland, so it's not reflecting the same way as if you think about that. Just again, goals come running in.
Goals come running in. So Toretta scores. The 10 seed put in 2-goal lead with 46 seconds to go. Of course, that didn't stand up in the first half of extra time. So now it's Keskimal against Toretta. 49 seconds to go. Mean Green needs 2. Almost got one. Almost got another one right there. Wilkins behind the net. Toretta all over. 40 seconds to go. Keskimal. Toretta on him like white on rice. Wilkins shot blocked. 30 seconds to go in extra time. Wilkins with the ball. The thing is, too, you can't pull the goalie because the goalies are not on the team. They're playing separate. 20 seconds to go. Blue with the ball. Gives it to Toretta. That's going to put paid to it. 10-7, 13 seconds. I don't think that's going to happen, folks.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
But this is, I mean, overtime is the best part. I mean, I love overtime games. And Toretta finally takes a break from extra time. Be Folick against Stone. 10 seconds to go. Folick's going to walk it back behind the net. Send it all the way down. 4, 3. This is pretty well going to do it right there. And the Pirates at the 10 seed will advance to the quarterfinals. Mean Green will finish their run today. So, Thomas, let's go back and talk about the men's team.
Yes.
You are assistant coach the men's team. Talk about the camp you guys had yesterday.
Yesterday we started with just technical training to get into mode and speed of what you have to do, because that's one thing that international floorball is fast, and you don't get it so much here in the US. So we were just making a good fast drill session in the morning and then a longer one in the evening with the full field, and learning and looking at the tactics and our playbook, what we've been making for the US men's team.
And you guys are still getting ready. You've got a qualifier coming up against Canada, which is the only North American other team that is participating right now at the international level. That's in March coming up. So how do the guys look? Think they're ready?
Come on. I would say I would need 1.5 years to work with the guys to make them ready. But it's always like with the national teams. I've been coaching 16 years national teams. So we have what we have. The only what I'm I would wish we had more time, because that's only needed, because then we just have to do the right things, and team will bond, team will understand what they're doing, and they know each other much more well.
Well, and you talked about Finland before. What is your background in playing? What's your floorball background?
Yeah, we were calculating 37, or it's the 38th year now when I'm starting to play. I'm still playing a bit just for the fun. I started when I was 14 in a local league, men's league. Nowadays it couldn't happen. 14 years old guys going to the men's league. I played the divisions, rised up quite fast to the Finnish championship level that time. Salibändi Liiga that time. Nowadays it's F Liiga. Got some medals there. Got also in the nowadays we play Champions Cup. We were playing that Euro Cup, it's called that time. We're playing in Switzerland, and I've been playing international, more than 20 countries, different kind of leagues, championships, tournaments, and so on. It's been a hobby. It's combination of helping different groups to develop in floorball, but the last 16 years now has been about national teams.
Well, now we just have our first women's national team member was drafted by AIF in the F Liga. So Jenna Hausman arrived last week to I don't know if she's trying out. I don't know if she'll actually get any time, but her first vlog back that she sent was how fast it was. Yes. I think for those who haven't been on the side of the pitch for SSL, F Liga, or Inter World Cup games, you can't tell.
You can think about it, how physical these guys are, how fast they run. And the next thing is how fast they pass the ball, and how well they hide it, how they pass the ball. So you usually just have to, I was trying to tell my guys, you have to stop the ball or stop the guy, or if you take the boat, that's fine. So, but it's about details, how to make teams successful.
And that's one thing too. I mean, it's interesting. The men have struggled against Canada historically, but the women have done very well against Canada historically. And the women just came back from finishing 15th at the World Championships in Ostrava and Brno, Czechia. Okay, the goalies are still being arranged, and NTFA on top of the ball as usual. Tarandunya is laying down the law for the way it's going to go from here. So going forward on the men's team, it looks like we'll have a qualifier, but then no matter what, it's get ready for either Tampere in December or the next cycle and really get through. The whole staff has changed now. Is that correct?
Yes. We have a Finnish staff now. I'll be working with personally as assistant coach and going through some technical stuff with the players and working on that side. Nick is with us. Well, Nick has been earlier, and he's a really good resource because he knows the players. I haven't had time, some weeks yet, to really dig into the guys. And we have Matti Kaipio, who will be the head coach, making the playing style. He's really good in reactions, reading the game, finding the small things which can make a difference.
I think that's one of the big things for us is as the American Federation goes, you know, it's needing the coaches locally as much as we need the players locally, right? As you're watching the U19 young men that may or may not want to go or maybe don't have the talent to go on to a more improved men's squad, they're stepping up as coaches, right? Or as the men's team guys realize that they might be done, being able to keep them stepping up as coaches and keeping them involved and developing more of the full year. Red Raiders and Cougars coming up on our rink here in just a second. What do you want to leave the fans with, Thomas? What should we look for in 2 months? What's the men's team going to look like?
We'll look more professional.
Yeah, we need that from a federation standpoint. It's been, I think, one of the things that we've tried really hard to do is develop American style of floorball, and it's been tough.
Yeah. Yes, they will act more professional. They'll train more professional, and the results will be more professional.
Excellent.
Also.
Well, we look forward to seeing what they look like. Thanks so much for coming back over. I appreciate you doing the redo with me, man.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks again. Appreciate it. We'll be right back with the Red Raiders and the Cougars for the first quarterfinal game. Be back shortly. All right, guys, here we go. Quarterfinal number 1, Red Raiders, number 1 seed against the Cougars. Raiders finished 5-1-0, 10 points. Cougars are 1-3-2 with 4 points, but all that doesn't matter. The winner goes on and the loser goes home. Quarterfinals here at the Texas three-step. Ball popped up and out. Dylan Leith brings it up. Roger Gray in the corner. Little 5-hole action from the side. Doesn't work. Over to Ryan Connor. Connor up the boards. Up the boards to Ackerman. Ackerman bounces it long. Bounces off Blue. Connor picks it up. Backhands it over. Shot wide for Ackerman. Moser's shot. Hand save. Moser knocked it out and away. Here we go. Blue ball. Van Patten raises it out to Nico Gray. Nico takes it himself. Goes to an open space of floor. Sends it back to Moser. Moser quick shot. Long and wide and high. Here we go. Moser's looking to make an impact early. Kallio. Kallio shoots wide. Looks for Davidson. Davidson tries a backhand off the side of the net. It goes long. Ethan Van Patten. Oh! Off the side. I'm going to want to see that afterwards. We're going to save that. We'll look at that one at halftime. Ryan King with the ball in the corner. Through. Davidson. Davidson with the ball. Turns and looks. Tries to feed it back. Blocked by Dylan. Moser. Moser walks through traffic. Doesn't make it. Justin Hudson knocks it out. Blue ball. Ryan King has Dylan and Roger going long. Roger comes over here to the left. Takes Justin in the corner. Grabbed by the goalie. 4:55 to go in the first half. Davidson ahead. Kallio. Kallio's shot. Deflected out by Ryan King. Still red ball. Kallio over. Full Connor to the corner. Davidson. Pickpocketed by Nico Gray. Gray hustles around. Gray putting some of that speed on. NCAA athlete right there. Tries the backhand. Doesn't get it in around the wraparound. Kallio takes it away, takes it back, and we're going to go back the other way with red. Kallio pops it up, tries to center it. Moser in the way, 2-on-1. Centers it to Gray. Gray can't make it happen. Back over. Shot. Oh, great save. Great pass from Heather Gray to Nico. Nico buries it on the net. Can't get it in. We're still going to go back and look at that other goal at halftime. 4 minutes to go, just coming up on the 4-minute mark in the first half. Great for Moser. Moser taps it ahead. Knocked out by Hudgens. Blue ball. Here comes Van Patten. And it was in. Pops over the top of the head and into the goal. 1-0 in favor of the Cougars. .330 halfway into the first half. Ryan Connor facing against Ryan King. Connor wins the draw. Back to Cole. Cole up along the wall. Ryan King bounces it over. Knocked away. Roger into the corner. Centers it. Nobody home. Dylan comes back. Shot. Save. Ackerman. Ackerman shoots. Saved by Van Patten. Back over to Gray. Ryan Connor in the corner. Gray with him. Shot. .245 to go. Cole Connor. Back behind. Blue playing a high pressure. Bounces up. Justin gets it across to Ackerman. Ackerman bounces it past. Van Patten throws it to the corner. A little miscommunication with King, and Red's going to take it back and start over from behind their net. 2:26 to go in the first half. Red Raiders get set. Kallio. Justin tries to make it in half. Hudgens. Gray and Davidson. Gray beats him to the ball. A little stick contact. Gray back over. Right. Ryan King sends it long for Moser. Moser's in the corner. Gives it up to Kallio. Kallio tries to center. It's behind Hutchins on the deflection. Ryan King and Davidson going for it. Nobody there with Ryan. Shot from King. Goes to the corner on the deflection. Moser and Kallio. It's going to be red ball on the obstruction. 135. Shot blocked. Leith and Kallio. Couple attempted wraparounds. Van Patten equal to the task. Thinks about grabbing the ball and passes. Nico Gray kicks it down to the corner. They'll take a break. 1:15 to go in the first half. 1-0 Cougars in blue. Hutchins over to Davidson. Davidson ahead for Kallio. Van Patten thinks about it, decides against it. Pass is blocked by Dylan Leith. Gray works it forward. Goes for the wraparound. Fakes him out. Nobody home there. Tries to knock it back. King in front. Ready to go. 54 seconds. Nico not giving up. Bounces back in front. We got a foul. It's going to be blue ball at the center. 44 seconds to go. Blue gets a change. Clock still running. 36, 35. Moser with the shot. Wide to the left. Ackerman. It's going to be red ball on the push by Gray. 21 seconds. Counter to inbound. Takes the shot. Blocked by Moser. Moser tries. Goes wide. 15 seconds. Red ball. 10. Shot from Cole. Ackerman. Block. Van Patten saves. 5 seconds. Shot. And it's going to go in. Wow. I think we got 2 shots to look at. So we're going to go ahead. It's 2-0. And I think now we get to start looking at a couple of these shots. Let's look at the first replay. So here we go in the first one. Did it go in? When we see in a minute here. There was one, remember here on this first one. This one was the one that banged off both. And you see there, it banged off. The front post did not go in. So that clearly was not something that went in. Now, on this one, at the end here, we'll get to see exactly what we're talking about here. And he did get it. You can see it hit the balls right after it came off. So just like that, a couple of quick goals, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Cougars. Getting ready to start the second half. Win or go home, guys. Red Raiders, #1 seed. Cougars had to play a playing game to get here. They're tired. They just played. On the other rink at this immediate moment. To go so far in the not only would the Pirates beat the Mean Green 10-7 in our rink, on the other rink, these Cougars beat the Aggies and knocked them out in the last match. Now here, at halftime, Cougars leading the Red Raiders, and the Horned Frogs are taking care of business on the Mustangs 6-1. So far, doesn't seem to be much to do with that's the 4-5 game. And that one is pretty close. The goalies have changed. And here we go. Tetsy's coming out right away. Nico Gray put it up. Davidson, Heather Gray off to the side. Moser around back, blocked up by Davidson. Blue's going to keep going. Nope, red ball. Red ball was there, blocked by Nico. Blue ball on the foul. Nico took a shot in the head. .6:15 to go. Ryan King will bring it in for the Cougars. Forward to Lethe. Taken away by Kalia. Kalia centers it. Davidson not ready. Goes back to the corner. Ball on the ground. They get it. Ryan King working the ball up. Kalia played him tough. Still going to be blue ball along the wall. 5:37. They cannot play passive because 2 is not enough. Good shot from Derek Moser right on the stick. Van Patten with the shot. Great save on the other end. Kalia tried to get it. You got a lot of blue in front of the net. Davidson got it through, and Davidson's home to bang it shut. 2-1 on the nifty pass through. Davidson right there to bang it into the empty net. Nothing goalie can do about that one. 5:09 to go. Red Raiders cut the game to 1. Cougars win the draw. Back to Ryan. Back to Nico. Nico takes it behind, pursued by Davidson. Nico looks. Davidson comes around, makes the mistake, bounces in front. Deflected back. Moser back on defense. Davidson working along the wall, trying to stay behind. Harris sends. Tara sends 2 players off. She's tired of the scrum back and forth. Red ball bounced off. 4:22 to go. Blue by 1. The Cougars by 1. There's the shot. Keep going. That's the other rink. So Justin trying to do the ball. Roger right there. Roger all over him. It's going to be a red ball at the center. Davidson takes a shot, blocked by King. Still got the ball there. Van Patten feeds it out to Kalia. Kalio, Davidson fed, slides over and gets the little bit of high stick there, but they're going to let it go. Kalio comes around, tries to get into Davidson. Davidson can't flip it up over and keep it on target. 3:27 to go, 2-1. Up to Moser. Moser feeds. Nico can't put it home. Van Patten to Davidson. Davidson head to Kalia. He's looking for it. Broken up. A lot more intensive defense being played by Blue in the box. O'Connor in the back. Tries to get it past King. Moser. Moser and Gray with Kalio and Davidson. Big block from Moser. Kalio getting ready to try to sweep. Save. Good save. Up ahead to King. King shoots way wide. 240. Shot. Van Patten tried to sneak one in. Cole blocks the shot. Davidson. Nico right there. Blocking the shot. Blocking the body. Kalio tries to get it through. Knocked away by Moser. Sent down. 2:22 to go. Blue on a quick change. Davidson along the wall. Nico breaks it up. 2:12 to go. Still 2-1 Cougars in blue. Davidson takes it back behind the net. A little bit weak. Kalio. Kalio along the net with Gray. Hudgens. Van Patten throws out a quick one. That's going to be a penalty shot. Too many men for blue. Is Gray. Somebody jumped in and Gray played it coming out. So we're going to have a penalty shot for red with an opportunity to tie it. Davidson will go with a chance to tie. And it's a score. 2-2 with 1:27 to go, and this one could be destined for overtime. Got a lot of floorball left to play, 1.25 minutes. 1:20 to go. Moser to face off against Kallio. Kallio was a little bit early. No whistle. Oh. Nope. Moser was a little early. Red ball. 1 minute to go. Tie game at 2. Davidson blocked by King. Kallio to the corner. King tries to pop it in. Hudgens, ready to go. Save. Feeds it back to Moser. Moser takes it around. Uses the net. Blocked by Kallio. Hudgens to the corner. Kallio being shadowed by King. King right there all the way. 34 seconds to go in the game. Hudgens over to Kallio. Off the helmet. Davidson right there. Lethe bounces it off the wall. King trying to get it. King does get it. Loses it back to Kallio. Tries to pickpocket. Great save again by the goalie. Moser to King. King tries to get it ahead to Lethe. 5 seconds. And we are going to go to extra time again. Extra time coming up. 2-2 after the regulation time. 2 halves, 1 minute each. If we're still tied after that, then we go to a 2-man shootout. Well, rink 1 so far is 2-2, 2 for 2 on overtime matches in the bracket. Got a 1 minute break? No, we don't. She's ready to go now. All right, we're getting ready here. Remember, the goalies will switch at halftime. So once again, here we go. Kallio and Moser. 2 minutes to go until shootout. Moser back to Gray. Kallio in front of the net. Loses it. Hutchins picks it up. They little scrum for it. Blue's going to get it after Nick Gray knocks it away. Ahead to Gray. Shot. Ooh, just high and wide. 35 seconds to go in the first overtime. 2-2. Blocked by Blue. Red's going to throw it out. Kallio back. Waits. Looks. Hutchins tries to pass it through. Blocked by Kallio. Van Patten keeps feeding the wolf. Gray jumps in. 12 seconds to go in the first extra time period. Moser takes the ball. Gray, 3 seconds, trying to get it in. That's it. First half overtime is done. Goalie switching. Here we go. Going to be another period, and off we go. One more minute. Stop time for goals. Still tied in 1 minute. We'll go to penalties. Face off won by the Red Raiders. Nico Gray to the corner. Brian King and Justin Hudgens go to the corner. King and Hudgens. A lot of body contact. Everybody's working hard. Knocked away by 35. A shot right on goal. Moser goes over. Van Patten tries to throw it in. Leaves him in low. Oh, Davidson gets an open shot in the slot. 25 seconds. Moser with another rip right into the box. Red basket. 15 seconds. A little pass up along the wall. King in the corner. Guarded by Hutchins. Along the wall, blue ball in the middle, 5 seconds. Deflected off. That's going to be it. And we're going to penalties. Fortunately, we have a goal cam on either end, so it doesn't matter what end they shoot at. We're ready to go. This time I might actually move the middle camera a little bit to focus on the penalties. So it's 2 penalties, 2-man penalty shots. And then I guess we're going to have to go to sudden death after that. Here comes the commish, Nick Van Patten, president of NTFA, coming in to consult on the specific rules for this 2-man shootout. This is the hard part about keeping brackets on schedule. They're almost impossible to keep on schedule. All right, so here we go. It is, first round is going to be so Ryan King is going to shoot. And a save from Van Patten. The 2-man shootout exists so that the goalies face an even number of shooters. Then they'll keep trading off. And Kallio misses. Here comes Moser. So far, Van Patten stays completely clean. One more shot from Jonas Davidson. Davidson puts it in. And that's going to be the game. So the final score of that game, let me get that straight, is going to be 3-2 on penalties. Red Raiders advance on penalties. Cougars are eliminated. We'll wait and see what our next game is. In the meantime, we'll take a break. Coming up will be the second half of the quarterfinals. All right, we're joined here real quick for a talk about Fort Worth Floorball with David Friedman, who is the president of Cowtown Floorball. Tell me what you're doing in Fort Worth these days, dude.
We are playing floorball every Tuesday. We have a juniors class at Betsy Price Community Center in beautiful North Fort Worth, Texas. And after that, we have a adult and teen pickup game for 2 hours. And we do that every week. So please join us.
And where can they find out? It's at Betsy Price Community Center. Where can they get directions? Is there a website for Betsy Price? Or
Minor detail. I should probably say that. Huh?
Probably say
Okay, I would say if you go to cowtownfloorball.club, that will directly enter you into our bench app for all the game time notifications. You can RSVP, get all the exact times, location information. And you should do that. If you play pickleball, drop that. Do floorball instead. You won't be sorry. You won't be sorry.
All right, Dave, thanks very much for the plug.
Thank
He's
you.
heading out to play right now. Thanks very much,
Bye.
dude. Or as he said, he has a game to go lose. Don't let him kid you. He's a very accomplished floorball player. All right, we're getting ready to go here. So the Pirates are going to be here in blue. And we have not yet here seen the team in the red. So on red is going to be the Knights and playing the Pirates. The Knights were 5-1, 10 points on the pool. The Pirates were 1-4-1, 3 points on the pool. Ryan Folick will face off against Dylan Collins. There's a couple of players that are on here that are not necessarily on the roster, so I may have some generic names going. Goalies still have their own thing going on. I never did get goalie stats, so sorry about that. Second half of the quarterfinals right here, guys. Winners of these go on to the semis. Joining the Red Raiders and the Horned Frogs, who will be the first semi. So only 2 rounds left. Next game will be the semifinal, and then the final game after that will be the championship on this rink right here. Folick takes a shot across. Jumps called on blue. Red ball, Andreas Sievert will take it. Andreas out of Menlo Park. Also has been on the men's team. Most recently with the friendly weekend in Belgium. Back in December or late November. I don't remember which weekend it was. I think it was the first weekend of December. Folick's got the ball. Passes up to Shane Boer. Shot. Oh! Shane, it's one of the ones I don't have a name for. Not sure who that is. Not on the list. Oh, that was Adrian Miser. Dretta with the shot. Off to the left. Thomas Kohornen. Down to the corner. Yes, the same Thomas that I just interviewed about an hour ago. Alan Queer to the corner. Kohornen back. Dretta on him. Shot blocked. Circled around by Folick. Queer with the shot. Almost gets through. The men's weekend in Belgium was the first weekend of November, not December. Folick with the shot. Blocked. Blocked by Kohornen. Oh, and a shot from behind. Dretta puts it away, ties it up at 1 apiece, 4:25 to go in the first half. Collins with the ball back to the corner. Chased by Boer. Boer kicks it away. Comes back around. Still right in front. Xavier with a shot. Throws it high. Comes right back out. Collins with the ball. Sends it ahead. Sievert. Sievert tries to get in the middle. Took a little while to settle it. Couldn't put it away. Back to Collins. 3:38 to go in the first half. Xavier Friedman on him. Seaver comes up on the side. Nothing. Marchioni and goalie. Right now for the Pirates. Xavier loses it to Collins. Collins with the shot. Metallurgic save. Stays out. Yonai throws it up. Behind the shot, Facundo. Blocked by Boer. To the corner. Facundo to the middle. Collins. Collins looks for it. Tries to force it. Blocked aside. Friedman. Scoops it out. It's going to block to red. Quick change for by blue. Korhonen to the corner. On Toretta. Steers him back to the other corner. Little obstruction by Toretta. A lot of obstruction by Toretta. Kundo will take it from Korhonen. Korhonen takes a shot and scores from the point. 2-1 in favor of the Knights. .2:15 to go. Measure against Toretta. Folick takes it off the screen from Allen. Blocked by Bizaka. Folick tries to force it. Runs through. Tries to throw again. Allen was there. Toretta with the shot, right on target, gets it through the block. Red's going to come back the other way. Sievert on the run. Toretta steers him back. 1:40 to go in the first half. 2-1 Knights. Blocked by Milne. Rebound comes out. Zaka puts it home. 3-1. 1:30 to go. Still the first half. Still anybody's match. Toretta and Facundo will face off. Bringing it back in. Quick change by Blue. Bullock with the shot. Off the crossbar. Bounced away. It's going to be a red ball. To Korhonen. Toretta applying pressure. 1:05 to go. Toretta by himself. Block from Korhonen. Bounce through. 49 seconds. Yona gets the ball off for Folick. Folick loses it. Gets it back. Passes ahead to Toretta. Bounces off the back. Fed back out. Shot back over. Oh, and a little Zorro. That's why he's the international coach. Little Zorro puts it in behind Yone. 4-1. 20 seconds to go. Fancy. And a full 3/4 shot from Folick. 4-2. 10 seconds to go. Still time for one more if they hurry. They both want one. And they'll carry it to the corner. That'll end the first half with a score 4-2 in favor of the Knights. While they're going through halftime, I have some goalie stats to update. Haven't had a chance to call out a lot of goalies by name yet. So I wanted to give the 8 goalies a little love here. I'm going to go through them all in no particular order. Harrison Tan made 83 saves, had 21 goals against for a save percentage of 79.8% and a goals against average of 2.6. Alex Segander, 83 saves as before, 48 goals against for a save percentage of .633, 6 goals against average. Then Trent Kling of the men's team, 99 total saves, 35 goals against, a .738 save percentage, 4.375 goals against. Mark Yonai from NTFA, 89 saves, 19 goals against, an .824 save percentage, 2.375 goals against average. Lukesh from Austin, 42 goals against, 95 saves, .693 save percentage, 5.25. Eli Sprick, 35 goals against, 82 saves, a .700 save percentage, 4.375 goals against. Ethan Van Patten, 121 saves, 21 goals against, an .852 save percentage, which led the goalies. And then Eric Holtz, 35 goals against, 78 saves, a .690 save percentage. Save percentages is what ranked them for the playoffs. I think they're still working on save percentage. We get started with the second half. 4-2. Sievert ahead. Shot. Score. 2 as Andreas starts the scoring for the second half. The goalies have switched. Yonai now playing for the Knights. Folick behind the net. Throws it long. A little miscommunication. Goes back to retrieve it. Friedman up on defense. Corhonen pulls it back. Looks ahead to Facundo. Facundo. The bounce around. Fully comes back. Corhonen. And another goal. That was pretty nifty. We're going to need to look at that one again because that came from behind. That came from behind the net. So let's take a look at that one. Pretty nifty little shot there. While we were gone, it's now 6-3. Or brings it up, gives it up. Loretta tries to get it. Yonai's got it covered up. Go back the other way. Sievert and Folick battling the corner. Folick comes away with it. Sievert kills the ball. We've got a stepped-on ball. We'll have a face-off. 4:50 to go. 6-3 in favor of the Knights in red. Red wins the ball. Dylan back. Collins back to the corner. Toretta on him. Collins carries it around. Loses it. Folick picks it up. Carries it back behind. Blue needs some goals. Pirates are down 3 with 4 to go. Good shot there from Folick, saved by Yonai. Good passes, some good shooting. At this point, the players are going hard. Toretta looking hard with Sievert around him. Blue ball up 30. We're half done with the second half. Long. Corhonen behind the net. Folick keeping an eye on him. 3:16 to go. Pirates down 6. Track of it, and in it went. 7-3. That's really tough, and it's bouncing around down there. You just don't know. Zach on Xavier. Toretta. Folick tries to get it through. Folick tries to get it through. Corhonen blocks it and has the ball in the middle. Toretta makes a mess. And we're going to stop the clock for a little general cleanup there with 2:16 to go in the second half. 7-3. General cleanup. I feel like there should be a DJ going off here. All right, so blue inbounds the ball, gives it back to red. That's where it was. Rowan brings it out. Shot. Knocked out by the goalie. Red's ball. Just under 2 minutes to go in the second half. Thomas plays a little ring around the rosy. Feeds it ahead to Bezeka. Across, blocked. Crossing pass blocked by Xavier. Friedman. Folick against the wall. Takes it back behind the net. 1 minute to go in the second half. Toretta controlling it. Shot wide and high. 50 seconds to go. I think we had a clock glitch. Oh, great couple of sequences there by the netminder. Dan was a little bit off of the pass on the lane. 24 seconds to go. 7-3. 20 to go. Shot, score. That'll put paid game, and it'll be 8-3. 16 seconds to go in the match. And the Knights will advance to the semifinals. They will face the winner on the other side right now. And Folick wants to play. And we're done. That's the end of the match. We'll see you back here for the first semifinal in just a few minutes.
Established in 2008, Floorball Planet is the largest supplier of floorball gear in the U.S. Be it floorball sticks, balls, bags, goals, goalie gear, or accessories, we have it all. Want to set up a floorball club or conduct training sessions for players and coaches? Need equipment for schools, community centers, campus intramurals, or nonprofits such as churches and Special Olympics? We have your back. Having spent years in understanding and promoting the sport, we know you want exactly what you need. Call us or order online.
All right, floorball fans, here we go. It's semifinal number 1. The 5-1 Red Raiders against the 2-2-2 Horned Frogs. Looking for that ticket to the punch their ticket to the championship, which will happen on this rink immediately following this match. No rest for the weary or the victorious. You want color? All right, and we're getting ready to go. It's Davidson against Kurtz. Horned Frogs win the draw. Who's ready with a Calio? Davidson with a snapshot. Kurtz. Trevino's showing that jumping skill. Got down. Kurtz with the shot. Blocked over. Adjust with Bagley. Shot all the way down. Kurtz with the ball. Takes it into Davidson. Two on Kurtz. Tries to play it behind the net. Bounces it off. Gets there to block the stop. Crease violation for Kurtz. Crease violation on Kurtz. Penalty shot coming for the Red Raiders. Davidson made his penalty shot he took earlier on Van Patten. This time he does not. Van Patten stiffs the shot. But on me. All right, off the pipe. Connor takes it behind. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Shoots it ahead. Goal Connor tries to put it in. Travis Hutchins up. Tried to have the shot there. Gavin to Hutchins. Ackerman to Hutchins. Again, another family game like we had. A lot of family members on here. Nick Van Patten. Feeds ahead for Gavin. Gavin tries to feed it to the corner. Travis fans on it. Back to Nick. Nick takes a step up. Comes all the way in. Cole knocks it out. Waiting on Blue to come in. I think Tara's voice is almost gone at this point. She's been refereeing all day. Doing a great job. Hutchins ahead. Turned by Davidson. Jonas along the wall. Talia misses wide right. Ethan gives it back. Jack Bagley up. Spins it back to Kurtz. Kurtz behind the net. Kurtz looks behind the net. Looks ahead. Right to Bagley. Bagley puts it right on net. 3:41 coming up on the halfway point of the first half. Talia. No, oh, Van Patten back. Gets it back quickly. Loses it. Blue just starting to whack at it. Justin plays it out. Comes out quick. Bagley down on Davidson. Get a little tied up. Tara's eyes are on it. Into the corner. Kurtz. Another backhand. Jack Bagley into the corner. Davidson has it back. 2:44 going in the first. Kalia. Shot by Kurtz right on. Block save. Kalia looking for space. Still looking for space. Kurtz on him. Bagley and Hudgens. Van Patten is right there. Ahead for Nick Van Patten. Looks like Justin might be hurt. He's going to come off slow. I think we're going to have blue ball at the center. Blue gives it back to red, and away we go. Calio, motion for everyone to go long. Nick takes it from Garrett. Pass Kurtz. Kurtz around back. Tries to zero it. Can't quite get there. Shoots dead on. Gets it back out to Garrett. Blocked by Nick. Kalia. Kalia, a little metallurgic on the inside pipe. .125. Cole with the ball. Puts it right in Van Patten's 5-hole. Good save on the other side on a snapshot by Nick. Bounced it up. Bagley going back for it with Davidson in pursuit. Comes back, beats Gavin. Shot, just wide. Van Patten wraps it around. Pads it out. Shot by Davidson. And Cole. And about Van Patten gets the ball in with 54 seconds to go. Blocked. Was there. Dimitri was just reading on it, took one hop, and off it went. Davidson to the corner with 37 seconds to go. Blue defense. No rapid. Van Patten's having no part of it. Comes back out to center with 24 seconds to go. David along the boards. Tries to push it through. Blocked by Van Patten. Tries to get it out. Blue gets it quick. Another quick shot. Dimitri puts a good shot on. Goalie's equal to the task. Shot. He's out. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Nick. Jack wants a shot. Deflected over. Ball game. Well, ball game. Halftime. So we'll be back in just a minute with the second half. No score between the Red Raiders and Horned Frogs. Semifinal one here at the 2026 Texas three-step. We're back for the second half. Now, Red Raiders have top goalie Ethan Van Patten in. And we still have a scoreless game. Both goalies equal to the task for the first half. Travis on him by defense. Right. Gavin flips it ahead. To play it through. Through. Gavin snaps it through. Gavin with the huge defense. Travis trying to get it through. Gives it up to Garrett. Van Patten with the ball. Gavin can't get it on. Started by his brother Travis. Justin bringing it up. Travis looking for him. Gets his stick in there. Hurts with the ball. Throws it down. Trevino over to the wall. Back to Bagley. Kicked in the corner. Hurts with the ball. Tries to wrap it around on Van Patten. Can't get it to go. Blue brings it back out. Bagley walks it up. Into the corner. Trevino. No. Jack comes back out. Retreats behind the net. 5:20 to go in the game. Trevino and Hutchins all over each other. Justin behind the net. Trevino playing spy. Gets it into the corner. Kallio. Looks to get it through. Hurts on him for defense. Closes the door at the last minute from the goalie. Bagley. Played away. Oh, Bagley puts a shot on. Ethan makes the save. Kallio. Right into the goalie's hands, and he'll give it back to Kurtz with 4:35 to go in the second half. No score. Kurtz drops for Van Patten. Got an advantage going for Blue's going to keep it on an advantage. Van Patten takes a chance to slow down. Tries to sneak one in the 5-hole. Not there. Gavin tries to put another one back. Not there. Shots on both goalies. Two of the top 4 goalies right here facing off in semifinal one with 3:56 left to go in the second half. Travis tries to get a redirect in front. Gives it up going long. And throws it down in front of the net. A little bit wide. Tries to feed it back to Cole Connor. Cole, off the defense. Off the goalie. Pocketed by Kallio. Picked again by Travis. Shot wide. That's going to go blue. And Van Patten's going to send it up to Travis Hutchins. Brian Connor takes the ball away. Back to the corner. Ryan back to the corner. Throws it down. Tries to play deflection with Garrett. Oh, Nick Van Patten throws it right at the top, is out an arm and takes it. .253 to go. Cole takes it to the corner. Nick away. Nick coming up. Tries to get it past. Cole, Travis pursues back. 2:35 to go. Oh, the pass was there, and Gavin wasn't quite home. Open back net. That was there. Justin dropping back. Both teams are going to get a change as Davison tries to come in and catch it. Bagley up the corner. Goalie comes out and gets it. Gets it back to Dimitri. Dimitri tries to center it for Van Patten. Back over to Davidson. Davidson spins back. Bagley all over him. Blocked in the middle. Calio. 1:53 to go. Nick Van Patten up the side. Bagley. Oh, and Dimitri slips it. Van Patten's shoulder, off the shoulder, caught the inside of the post, and rebounds in. 1:40 to go. And the Horned Frogs lead 1-0. And this has been an uncharacteristically low-scoring game for this tournament. Kurtz got tied up. Now he throws it out. 1:20 to go. And it's in on a backhand from Davidson. 1-1. Nobody saw that coming. Harrison Tang, nobody saw it coming. 1:08. 1-1. Calio and Van Patten on the draw. One by Calio. Shot. Long. Tried to force it through. Bagley forces it. Oh, a great Calio shot it right across the middle. Davidson banged it home behind Tan. 46 seconds to go. 2-1. Clock is stopped in the semifinal. And now the Horns, just like that, 2 quick goals, and the Horned Frogs need some help. 41 seconds to go. No score for a long time, 3 quick goals. They get it back. Blues playing aggressive. Kurtz throws it long. Hutchins is on it. Bagley pursues. $15 seconds to go. 16 seconds to go. So we have a penalty shot coming. And it's going to be a penalty on red. Dimitri Kurtz is going to take the shot. Did not see the foul. And frankly, by the time I realized it was a penalty, it was too late to punch replay, so I can't go back and find it. So Kurtz against Van Patten. And he buries it to tie the game. We will watch that one at the break. $16 seconds to go. Tie game, 2 apiece. Both teams playing for game. 8 Calio. Gets through. And the clock's dead. Okay, so it's 1 minute to go. Let's go look at that shot real quick on that penalty shot. I'm trying. There it goes. You can see here, Van Patten's getting ready, and Kurt's going to take a single shot and bury it just past his left arm. Good shot. Good shot. And we're ready to go for the first overtime period, tied at 2. Kurtz versus Kallio on the draw. Red Raiders win the draw. Ball comes in over to Van Patten. Bagley. Back to Van Patten. High pressure defense from Red Raiders. Kicked around. The goalies are back. Landon Van Patten on the side of the Horned Frogs. Harrison Tan is on the other side. And Kurtz puts it in over Tan's shoulder. 3-2 with 33 seconds to go in the first overtime. Kurtz against Kallio. Ball's in, 25 seconds to go. Red's out. So Blues come. "13 seconds. David shot, blocked by Dimitri. 2-1, and the clock sounds, and we're going to change ends. All right, second half, 1 minute. Goalies have changed. Oh, Tan with the huge save. Nick Van Patten, 20, gives it up. Ethan with the ball. Tries to throw it in, throws it out instead. Drops it for Bagley. Bagley's got to get rid of it. Nick Van Patten feeds the slot for Dimitri, and Dimitri buries it. And that's going to put them up by 2, with the clock showing exactly 30 seconds to go in the second overtime period. "25 seconds to go. Raiders on there. That's probably going to do it, as Nick gives a great feed to Dimitri Kurtz, and he just puts that away. So 19 seconds to go. Five to 3. 16 seconds to go. Little consternation on the blue side about when the clock started. Dimitri killing it, trying to shut it down. Over to Nick. 5 seconds to go. That should take it into the corner, and Nick's got it. And that's the end of the game. And the Horned Frogs will advance to the championship game. Red Raiders finish a very good tournament at 5-1 with a loss in the semifinals. Next up will be the championship game. We'll be back in just a minute with that. Welcome back to the championship game. It's the Horned Frogs in red going left to right versus the Longhorns in blue. And we're going to start right out of the gate with a goal from the Longhorns. One nothing, 6:35, right into the game, 15 seconds. Wasserman to the corner. Trevino on him. Trevino stays on him. Wasserman brings it out after the advantage call. Out to Clegg. Clegg gets it up, sends it back. Played by Wasserman. The championship goalies are Ethan Van Patten and Mark Yonai. George takes it behind. Van Patten drops it for Van Patten. Patten starts. Passes to Travis. Touches to the corner. Patten knocks it away up to Clegg. Ackerman in the corner. Bounces it down to the opposite corner. Wasserman. Down to the corner. Bess is on it. Nope, now it's Travis Hudgens. He comes up. Red ball back there. So Travis is going to take it at half. Hudgens to Nick. Blocked by Vesa. Nick feeds it past. Wasserman runs him off. Where to Clegg? Words. Josh shoots. Travis. Hudgens drops it, blocks it out. Here comes Eric Felstrom to Clegg. Clegg tries to put it in the middle. Van Patten takes it away. Van Patten to Bagley. Gary tries it in the corner, gets it back around to Nick. 4:29 to go. Throws it right on net. Bert's a little bit late behind the ball. Eric has it in the corner. Felstrom from behind to Nunez. Nunez takes a shot. Blocked by Yonai in the corner. And Kurtz. Nunez takes another shot. Bagley. Ball almost rolls past. Bagley keeps going. Into Van Patten on the post. Felstrom. Bagley. Rolled back out to Felstrom. Felstrom feeds it ahead, looking for Kari. Back to Bagley. Bagley buries it on a quick pass and a shot. Ethan can't get to it fast enough. It's 1-1. 3:40 to go in the first half. All right, halfway into the first half of this championship game. Van Patten against Clegg. Clegg wins. Wasserman behind the net. Passes over to Vesa. Vesa shoots. Blocked by Travis. Knocked ahead to Clegg. Clegg into the corner. Ackerman right on him. Shoot! Bounces it in off Yonai's right. Nobody was expecting that shot to come in. And it's 2-1 in favor of the Longhorns. 2:55 to go in the first. Felstrom will draw against Kurtz. Kurtz wins the draw, drops it Trevino. Trevino to Bagley. Bagley tries to it up, kicks it off Felstrom's feet. Felstrom gets it, but Yoni grabs it. All out of play. Roberts brings it in. Walks it past Kurtz. Trevino back. Roberts. Felstrom loses it to Kurtz. Blocked. Pass ahead. Bagley behind him. In the front. Ball was loose. Yoni keeps it out. 1:48 to go in the first half. Van Patten back. Looks ahead. Hutchins centered it. Van Patten with the grab. Ethan throws it out. Wasserman, shoot. Wide right. Hutchins. Hutchins back. Van Patten ahead to Hutchins. Blocked by Clegg. Over to Ackerman. Ackerman. A spin move from Nick. Sent through to Ackerman. Fans on the one-timer. Bounce in the middle. Clegg has it. Forward sends it forward. And Wasserman retreats with 1:07 to go in the first half. Vesa has the ball. 1 minute to go. First period, 2-1 in favor of the Longhorns playing in blue. Vesa has the ball. Drops for Eric. Over to Nunez. That's his shot. Bounces right onto Yona. 40 seconds, and he passes it to Bagley to get it out. Bagley ahead. Picked by Feldman. Feldstrom. Tosses it out. Tried to sneak it. 23 seconds. Feldstrom to the front to Nunez. Squirts. Nunez gets the ball on it. Ball. 15 seconds. Court's behind. Yoni with a huge stop on Vesa. 6 seconds. Poked away. Chipped out, and that'll be the end for the first half. With the score 2-1 in favor of the Longhorns here in the championship game of the Texas three-step. Coming to you from SWOW in Keene, Texas. This is the 2026 Texas three-step. All right, and we're back for the second half. Make sure you stay tuned afterwards for the award ceremony, which will be right here on the channel. Wasserman along the wall. Vesa takes it on blue. Down to the corner to Clegg. Clegg back to center. Bounces it all the way down as Wasserman misses. Sends Vesa the other way. 1 goal in 6.5 minutes is not enough. Vesa throws it high. And Patton with the save and a pass to Hutchins. Shot. Just missed. Ackerman with the shot. Shot right on by Van Patten. Yoni equal to the task. Wasserman. No big pressure on blue, and Red's going to take their time coming up. Hutchins down in the corner for Van Patten. Van Patten drags it. Come back up. Looks to the middle. Picked by Feldstrom. Feldstrom on the bounce. Slips it under Van Patten's shoulder. 3-1. 5:42 to go in the second half. Kari tried to get it through. Feldstrom. Van Patten with the ball. 5:24, 3-1. Bagley ahead for Trevino. Trevino into the corner with Nunez. Goes through. Tries to get it through to Gertz on the wall. Instead, bounces out to Bagley. Bagley takes a shot, deflected out by Felstrom. Van Patten shoots it out. Yoni, right on shot. Shot again. Gertz can't keep it down. Right over the top. Felstrom in the corner to behind the net. All the way down his corner. Kari back looking. She wants Nunez. It's going to go all the way down. Nunez on it. Trevino on it with him. Nunez pulls it out to the middle. Sticks back and forth. Nick's on it to Bagley. 4:30 to go in the second half. 3-1 in favor of the Longhorns in blue. Van Patten to the side. Van Patten working it around. We're going to have a penalty shot for obstruction as Nick takes a tumble. And Kurtz misses it off the pipe. All right, so the clock is running at 4 minutes to go. It's still 3-1. It's an opportunity to get within one. Bag draws against Van Patten. Roberts. Bessa. Bessa along the wall. Off the pipe. Shot. Mark Yoni with the save. Throws it down. Playing catch with Ethan Van Patten. Nick Van Patten with the circle and throws it high and out of bounds. Bessa with the ball, 3:30 to go, halfway done in the second half. Wasserman. Little incidental shoulder-to-shoulder contact, and unfortunately in that situation, Ackerman has little mass. Oh, and Mark can't control it. Nick manages to tap it in, and it's 3-2 with 3 minutes to go. It's tough when the ball is just bouncing as a goalie. You can't quite either find it or put your hands on it. Face-off draws. Blue controls. Longhorns leading by 1 with 2:40 to go in the game in the second half. Hellstrom behind the net. Bagley on the deflection. Throws it to the corner. Bert Sakari fighting for the ball. Bert still have the ball. Tries to wrap it. Shot by Nick. Just wide. Nunez tries to get it on. High. Bagley shoots. Deflected away by it's a stick on it. Still has it. For Kari. Kari can't quite get it, but it was right on there. 3-2. 2:10 to go in the second half. Van Patten off. Nick puts it in as there's a hole in the net. Yeah, everyone's wondering whether their balls went through or not, but apparently it has been going through. And I do remember a couple of places it's gone through that today. So it's 3-3 with 1:33 to go. Of course, why wouldn't it be going to overtime again on this rink? Blue ball coming here. Bessa throws it down. Dimitri stops it. And the shot is out of play. Blue ball. $1:10 to go. 1:05. Red ball. 1 minute to go. 3-3. Championship game of the 2026 Texas three-step. Shot. Kick save by Yoni. Picked away by Bagley. Knocked back by Van Patten. Ooh, arm save by Yoni. Good shot. Good shot. Good save. Nick tries to Zorro, doesn't get it down. Drops it, nobody home. Eric sends it ahead for Lucas, too much off the wall. 24 seconds to go. Still tied. Nick ahead to Dimitri. Dimitri shoots. Bagley on Eric. Elstrom, backhand, missed. Broken up by Nick in front of the net. Elstrom to Nunez, 6 seconds. 3. And that's going to be the end. And we're going to overtime again. Here we go. Overtime in the championship game. We'll have a 1-minute break. Overtime. Face off one controlled by Ethan Van Patten. Red down in the corner. Hutchinson Failstrom. All the way back to the other corner. Stopped by Van Patten, given to Nunez. Nunez wraps around the net. He's looking. Bounces it out. Comes right back out. Van Patten gives it to Nunez. Popped free. Vesa shoots. Deflected away. Going to be red. Bellstrom with 16 seconds to go in the first 1 minute. All the way down. Bagley to the corner. Brings it around. Tries to get all the way back down. And that's going to do it. First overtime period is over. Getting ready for the second. Goalies are going to quick change. 1 minute. And then we're going to wind up in penalty shots for the championship. An interesting thing is these guys were the 4 and 5 seeds for the tournament. Tells you how equal the way NTFA does this is they absolutely do it with a player ranking system, and they try to balance the teams. Everybody registers as a free agent. Nobody gets to make their own team. All right, here we go. Birch draws with Wasserman. Hellstrom with the ball. Van Patten now in the red net. Hellstrom again. Save. Bagley. Shoot. Over. Felstrom, 45 seconds. 15 time. Second period. Shoots ahead. Nunez around to the corner. Right in the middle. Bagley with the pick. Feeds it. Tries to feed it to Kurtz. Wasserman breaks it up. Drops it for Van Patten. 30 seconds to go in the second overtime. Van Patten ahead. Bounces over Bagley's stick. Yoni throws it down for Felstrom. 20 seconds to go. It's going to tumble. Van Patten comes out to get the ball. 10 seconds to go. Big block by Nunez. 2 seconds to go. 1. I need to see that. I don't know. They may be coming to us for that one. I don't know. They may be coming to us. Do you think it was in? I don't know. We're waiting to see if they say anything. If they don't ask, we're not going to. I think the official is it is to red. And the Horned Frogs win the 2026 Texas 3-step. Let's go back and look at that final goal. Oh, we hit. Got it in a little bit of slow motion here. I saw what's going on with that. We'll try one more time here. Don't know what's that. We'll been completely baked in. We'll try it again later. But either way, it's a good thing that they didn't try to come to us because it doesn't look like we have it.
That's going to do it for us here at the 2026 Texas Free Step. 3v3. Great job by NTFA hosting, especially thanks to Dr. Lewis Manhattan, Darren Newton of NTFA, who organized the event. Thanks to all the players that traveled from all around the country, especially my partner Jeff Frick here. Ryan Radical signing off from USA Floorball. We'll see you in Georgetown, Texas for the men's World Championship qualifier between the U.S. and Canada, which will be streaming March 19th and 21st, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks much, and we'll see you then.